Hey there and welcome. You ever find yourself looking at one of those super fluffy, long-necked animals from the Andes and just drawing a blank? Is it an alpaca? Is it a llama? Well, guess what? You're definitely not alone. Today, we're going to make you an expert at telling these two apart. And trust me, it's way easier than you think. Let's dive in. So yeah, this is the big question, right? They're both famous, they're both adorable, they both have these quirky personalities. But they are totally different animals with their own unique stories. And at first glance, I get it. It can be really tricky. You see the fluff, you see those big, expressive eyes. It's so easy to get them mixed up. But the clues, oh, they're all there, just kind of hiding in plain sight. So in this explainer, we're going to break down all those simple, telltale signs. I promise, by the end of this, you'll be able to spot the difference from a mile away. All right, our first stop is a direct head-to-head comparison. We're putting them side by side and looking at the hard data, the tail of the tape. Okay, what's so cool here is how clear the differences are when you see them laid out like this. Llamas are the heavyweights, for sure, often more than double an alpaca's weight. And check out the face. Alpacas have that shorter, kind of smushed-in snout, which gives them a really distinct look compared to the llama's long face.
Now these diagrams show us another key difference. Look really close at their backs. See how the alpaca has a little bit of an upward curve? Now look at the llama on the right. Its back is much straighter, much flatter. It's subtle, I know, but it's a super consistent clue.
So here it is, the number one tip. If you remember only one thing from this whole explainer, please let it be this. Look at the ears. It is the easiest giveaway, every single time. Alpacas have these short, pointy, spear-shaped ears. Llamas, they've got those famous long, curved, banana-shaped ears. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. Okay, now that we can actually spot them in a lineup, let's look under the hood a little bit. How do these animals thrive in such a tough place like the Andes Mountains? Well, it all starts with their stomach. 3. That is the magic number. It's not 4, like you'd find in a cow or a sheep. Nope, these guys have a really unique 3-chambered stomach. And because of that 3-chamber system, they're called pseudo-ruminants. It is so incredibly efficient. It lets them squeeze every last drop of nutrition out of the tough, dry grasses you find at high altitudes. And they do it all while using less water than a lot of other grazers. It's an amazing adaptation for where they live. And their clever design does not stop there. Their feet are soft and padded, which means they're really gentle on the fragile mountain terrain, way less impact than an animal with hard hoofs. Their split upper lip lets them be super picky eaters. And get this, they're really clean. They use one single spot as a communal bathroom to keep the rest of their living area tidy. So we know what they look like, we know how they eat, but how do they live together? How do they talk to each other? Let's dive into their social world for a minute. First things first, let's get the lingo down. A baby is called a cría. You'll often hear the Spanish names for the adults. A breeding female is a hembra, or dam, and a male is a machos, or sire. And when you see a whole bunch of them together, you're looking at a herd.
And you might be surprised to learn they're pretty chatty. That gentle hum you sometimes hear, that's their most common sound. It can mean they're curious, or content, or maybe even a little bored. Moms make a soft clucking sound to their babies, and they have a very distinct, high-pitched squeal to warn everybody of danger. And yes, they spit, but it's mostly at each other to figure out who's boss.
And just like we use their ears to tell them apart, they use their ears to talk. Think of them like mood rings. If their ears are perked up and facing forward, you've got a happy, curious animal on your hands. But if they're pinned back flat against their head, that's a clear sign they're feeling upset or threatened. It's how they tell you what's up. Okay, last section. Let's talk about why these animals have been so important to humans for thousands of years. Because even though they're cousins, they were raised for two very different but equally important jobs. And this is really the fundamental split in their stories. Alpacas were bred to be living fiber factories, producing some of the most luxurious fleece in the world. Llamas, on the other hand, were bred for their raw strength and stamina as pack animals. And alpaca fiber is just incredible. It's unbelievably soft, it's warm, and it's even hypoallergenic. You'll mainly see two breeds, the Hucaya, which has that fluffy, crimpy teddy bear fleece, and then there's the Suri, known for its long, silky locks that hang down almost like curtains. The llama, though, is a total workhorse. A single llama can carry anywhere from 70 to 120 pounds across rugged mountain trails. They're also fiercely protective, so people use them as guard animals for sheep, goats, and even their smaller alpaca cousins.
Their fiber is much coarser, which makes it perfect for durable stuff like ropes and rugs. And this image, it just captures the llama's incredible nature so perfectly. Despite all that size and strength, they're known for being gentle, calm, and really dependable companions. They're not just pack animals, they're even used as therapy animals in lots of programs.
So, after all that, what's the one big takeaway? If you're ever in doubt, just look at the ears. Long banana ears for the big llamas, and short, spear-shaped ears for the smaller, fluffier alpacas. It's the simplest trick in the book, and it works every time. So there you have it. You are now officially an expert on the difference between these two incredible animals, from their ears all the way down to their jobs. The only question left is, which of these charming Andean cousins would you rather go meet? Thanks for watching.